Hi, everybody. My name is Aisha Spearman, and I have a resume writing and career coaching business based in San Francisco, California. Hope you are doing well. Please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. I'm constantly recording and uploading new content that I feel is relevant, but if you have any topics that you want me to cover, feel free to leave some comments below to let me know what you think. And if you want to visit my official website to find out more about what I do or what I might be able to do for you, www.workinggirlsresumeservice.com. So today we're going to be talking about how to make a recruiter dismiss your candidacy. Ideally, we don't want that to happen, but we also want to address what some of the pitfalls are of being a candidate, being in the running for a certain position, and different behaviors and attitudes that you might have about the potential employer. So some blunders are merely irritating, while others can make recruiters run when they hear your name. AKA, you don't want to sabotage your relationship with the recruiter, as it will hinder your chances in the long run. If you're trying to find a new job, recruiters can be your best friend along the way. They can match you with potential employers and roles that are perfect for your skill set, interests, and ultimately aligning with your values. That's the ideal situation, right? On the other hand, you can alienate them and make them hate you. That's a bit intense, but there are behaviors that job seekers routinely do that are complete turnoffs to recruiters. As a result, the people who could be hooking you up with a great gig might instead end up ditching you for a more approachable candidate. You might be wondering at this point in time, well, what behaviors might put your file into a recruiter's recycling bin? So today we're going to give you a little bit of insight into that. Here are the most common ways you can sabotage your relationship with a potential recruiter. Though a recruiter is not the hiring manager, you should still prepare to have an interview with the recruiter like you're presenting yourself to a hiring manager. Recruiters don't work for you. Their actual clients are the companies with the job openings. So you want to keep that in mind as well. You always want to be on your most professional behavior when you're sending them an email, talking to them on the phone, doing a video interview, what have you. Mind your manners, offer intelligent answers to their questions, all in all, respecting their time and efforts in order for them to assist you in finding the right job. If you can't be bothered to make a good impression at this early stage of the process, why would the recruiters feel confident enough to pass you along to their potential clients? First impression, big deal. When it comes to working with the recruiter, it is extremely important to be open. For example, if a particular position is slightly out of reach from a skills perspective, let them know. Remember that their choices are a reflection of their judgment. If your recruiter mentions a position that isn't to your liking, give them some honest insight in order to let them know why that is. Just as you wouldn't walk into a job interview and ask about the salary in the first 5 minutes, you might want to, but you should never do that. You should demonstrate that same restraint with your recruiter. The good news is that compensation will come up after you've told the recruiter a bit about yourself and when they have described the various positions available. If your recruiter can't reach you in order to schedule an interview or deliver an offer, this can have a negative effect on your chances of landing the desired role. So, this is a reminder to be transparent, let them know your availability, be as responsive as you can. I know a lot of times my clients are working full-time jobs and also going to school, but you want to, keep that line of communication open. After all, these recruiters are often evaluated by how quickly they can fill these positions. They're working on a quota, and a lot of times they're working within a short time frame as well. Be sure to let them know from the beginning as to your preferred method of communication, whether it be phone, email, or text, and stick to it. Be sure to check periodically so you don't miss any updates. Keeping the lines of communication open even after you're hired is also important. Another common mistake that job seekers make is contacting the employer directly when they're also working with the recruiter. That can send the message that you're desperate, that you're disorganized. So just keep up, be task oriented, set reminders for yourself. If you're a forgetful person, there's a lot of tools out there, no excuses. Part of a recruiter's job is establishing a relationship with the employer and then presenting you in the best possible way to that employer. So you want to work with them in order to tell your story appropriately. Otherwise, you'll create confusion and make the recruiter look bad. Recruiters are busy people, often working with many potential candidates and trying to fill multiple positions for several clients at any given time. As such, they might take some time in order to get back to you. You might not hear from them same day or even several days. While it's certainly fine to politely follow up with them if you have not heard back in a few days' time, just know that you might not get the response as quickly as you'd like. Sending multiple emails and several phone calls per day is on the verge of being just plain obnoxious. So you want to keep that in mind as well. And your recruiter has a lot of insight and knowledge when it comes to resumes and interviewing techniques. So make sure to pay attention and if they give you feedback. And taking offense to a recruiter's advice will not help you in the long run. So open communication, uh, keeping a time sensitive mentality, letting the recruiter know where you're at with other positions, I think is also a good one. Sometimes you're lucky to be able to focus on one position, but a lot of times, especially in my experience, personally, having different offers or different possibilities at any given time, you just want to let them know where you're at. And that's all I had for you guys today. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe. And if you want to find out more about how I can help you become a better candidate, you can go to workinggirlsresumeservice.com. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Take care. Bye bye.